Hey, I'm back, just like that, through the magic of... See, I like to say it in like videos and stuff, you'd be like, through the magic of internet, so I was gone for a while and you didn't have to wait at all, but on Twitch that's different. Through the magic of the internet, I was gone, and you didn't get to see me. So yeah, I'm going to do a draft of core set 2019. Not my favorite set in the world, but it's the draft set that's on right now. It is also a somewhat more basic set, so it's actually quite good for anyone that might be new to Magic or new to Magic the Gathering Arena. So maybe quite good to look at. So I encourage anyone that's watching now, anyone that tunes in later, to ask any questions that they have about Magic, about any of the picks or any of the players that I make or anything like that. I'll try and be explained as I go, just as I used to do with Hearthstone. But I'm not the most well acquainted with this set, so I don't imagine all of my picks are going to be the absolute best. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the Magic the Gathering category in the Twitch stream thing. See who I'm up against. See who I can stream snipe. I don't mean that. Just like to see, how many people are currently watching Magic the Gathering. Jeff Hoogland's currently streaming, so probably no chance of taking any viewers away from him. Oh, some big people are streaming right now, which is not necessarily what I might have expected. But no worries. Okay, let's just hop into it. 5,000 gold is the entry fee. Okay, what's Amulet of Safekeeping? Whenever you become the target of a spell or an ability your opponent controls, counter that spell or ability, unless its controller pays 1 mana. So that doesn't seem too good. Psychic Symbiont is good, I think. Yeah, puts you straight into 2 colours. Brawl Bash Ogre. Pretty decent threat for 4. I like Sky March Bloodletter quite a lot actually. Flyer in black. Has that little enters the battlefield ping. Skeleton Arch is okay. Centaur Claws is like fine. Electrify is pretty premium removal. Electrify might be where it's at. I'm kind of between that and the Sky March right now. I mean, 4 mana for 4 damage is not a very good rate, especially when it only hits creatures. I'm gonna go for the Sky March Bloodletter. I'm not sure if that's right. As I say, I'm not the best acquainted with this set. So, if we wanted to stick to flyers, we got a great one in Pegasus Corsair, which makes other things fly as well. We also got Aven Windmage, which is fantastic. I don't know how much we'll be casting instants or sorceries though. I mean, obviously we don't ever know so early on. Desecrated Tomb isn't fantastic. Shock deals 2 damage to any target, which is pretty great. It might just have to be the pick. I think Shock is very good in limited. Maybe puts us into black-red, maybe puts us into more red. What was that noise? There was a very strange noise in my ear. It sounded like a big clicking. Shock. 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 We'll try it. There's a Fiery Finish. 6 mana deals 7 to a creature. Not excellent. It's removal, but it's very, very expensive removal. Gargoyle Sentinel. 3 mana 3/3 that can fly, sort of. I actually kind of need Revitalizers for my collection, which is horrible. Starcrowned Stag is an excellent card. That wasn't a proper sentence. 5 mana deal 5 to a player. It's not terrible. 2-headed Zombie's not bad actually. I don't totally know where I'm at with this deck, so I'm going to take what I think is the best card in the pack, which is Starcrowned Stag. Sun Cleanser removes counters from things, which I don't think is something I'm going to need. I'm not sure why this card was printed exactly. Strange sideboard card. Knight's Pledge, not really that necessary. Dwarven Priest, not great. I'm tempted by this 2-headed zombie. It's expensive though. That's my only thing about it right now. Could easily just take a 2 mana 2/1. Little piker, it works. You know, it just works. I feel like, can you just take 7 Sovereign's Bite? And that's your deck now? I guess we'll go for the Field Creeper. Maybe? Yeah, okay. Try and make sure we do have some early drops. He's a Gutter Snipe, which is pretty excellent if we do end up in black. Red, even. Rabid Bite is probably the best card in this pack. But we have absolutely no green so far. I mean, we have no idea what we're doing, is the big problem. I think we should still entertain the idea of being open. But then also you're drafting against AI. And against AI it can be quite good to shut them off of things. So I'm going to take the Gutter Snipe. We'll see where we end up with it. Inferno Hellion. At the beginning of each end step, if it attacked or blocked, it shuffles into its owner's library. That still doesn't seem too bad. I kind of like that. Try an Inferno Hellion. We're in red. We're doing it. So do I want a Trumpet Blast? It's like a finisher or a Tormenting Voice to try and smooth out the draws? I guess it's like Sovereign's Bite is tempting. I'm tempted to just take a load of Sovereign's Bite. Not bad. Guess we'll go for the Tormenting Voice. Try and smooth out our draws a little bit. Common Instigator is pretty good. Hostile Minotaur is like okay. Take the Instigator. 2 drops seem good. Marauder's Axe gets +2/+0. I don't think I'm going to need to ramp much out. I don't think the Catalyst Elemental is going to be exactly where I want to be. I'll try the Axe. Opponent loses 2 life whenever this thing attacks, or I can take an Active Treason. Steal the big beastie from my opponent. And try and kill them with it. Lava Axe to try and finish off the game. The choice between... I mean, we don't know whether we're going to be in black or red. So, or white, I should say. So like Knight's Pledge is tempting. If I want to be black-red, would I rather have a creature or another sorcery? It's like the sorcery works well with Gutter Snipe. And actually that's just it, so I guess I'll take the creature. Knight's Pledge anyway. All of Fine's sure. Okay, we get a Planeswalker in our pack. Not an excellent one, unfortunately. This isn't quite as incredible as you'd like, but I still think it's probably going to end up being the pick. Only other option for me here is maybe Angel of the Dawn. Puts us into the white. We'll just take the red. And another Planeswalker in pack 2. Liliana, Untouched by Death. Unfortunately does pretty much nothing unless you've got zombies. I think I either already have 4 copies or I don't need another copy, so I'm going to ignore the Liliana. We could take the Brawl Bash Ogre here, and that's something I don't hate actually. Alternatively, we could take another Starcrowned Stag. I think we try the Brawl Bash. We can even do neat things like cast the Brawl Bash Ogre, Active Treason, our opponent's big thing, and then sacrifice it to the Brawl Bash Ogre. That's neat. Let's also take Vengeance, which is an excellent white card. But I think we got to be black right now. We'll try the Brawl Bash, see what happens. So, don't care about much of these. We go for the Rise from the Grave. Try and take our opponent's big stuff. But we're not going to kill their big stuff very often is the problem. So I think instead we go for another Bloodletter. Viashino is just pretty good. Another Instigator? Sure. Is the mouse a bit off from where it actually is? Yeah, yes, Salty Brim. It's a little bit off, sorry about that. So it should be, if I like hover over a card, it should show up the right card. The thing with the mouse is the game is at a resolution, it's at a different resolution and then it's scaled up. It just allows me to record and see the chat at the same time because I only have one monitor. Do I want a tectonic rift? So yeah, good question, Salty. The mouse is a little bit off from where it actually is. Sorry about that. I want a hired blade. We've got plenty of 3-drops. I'm going to try the tectonic rift. Another 2-headed zombie, I suppose. I mean, the Wind Reader Sphinx seems actually pretty good in draft. You're often going to get that far. Aviation Pioneer is pretty solid too. Blue's surprisingly open. Goblin Motivator can give things haste and it only has to tap. I'm getting confused because there's a card in Ravnica that has like a very similar ability, but you have to sacrifice it. So that seems way better. Yeah, we'll try this. Could help me get some more damage through. Do I want Infernal Scarring? Can help like the 2-headed zombie and stuff and such get through. Certainly I can just take a Lava Axe, but we've already got one. We don't want to be too heavy on the late game cards. We'll take the Cinder Barons because, you know, fixing's good. I want a Tormenting Voice. I'm going to take a Stitches Supplier. Whether or not we play it, it's actually decent for my collection. Trumpet Blast, Bog Stomper, sure. Catalyst Elemental could end up being played, but I doubt it. Just a couple picks. Open the Graves. Interesting card for us to possibly take. Open the Graves. Whenever one of our creatures dies, as long as that creature wasn't a token, we get to create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. This gives a lot of our creatures a lot more utility. Could be quite interesting, especially with combos well with our Brawl Bash Ogre. We sacrifice our creatures and they get turned into zombies. Sometimes that ends up making them stronger. I'm going to try it. I like what we got there. Free Omnipotence. Each player loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand, then sacrifices half the creatures they control. Round up each time. It doesn't sound like something that we want. We could just take a Cinder Barons. I think that's a little bit too boring. Epicure of Blood. We're not gaining life ever. So maybe that's not great. Maybe we do just take the Cinder Barons, you know? I don't think we need another 2-headed zombie. I mean, we do currently only have one. I still don't think we need a second. I don't rate Hostile Minotaur too highly. Cinder Barons it is. You're going to have to excuse me. I'm going to cough a lot basically. Allow me to turn off my microphone for a second. Hey, sorry about that. I've just recovered from a cold. I think I've still got a bit of it today. And I forgot how taxing streaming can be on my voice. When it's a battlefield, it deals damage to target creature and opponent controls equal to the number of goblins you control. How many goblins are we likely to control? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a Snape's a goblin. Forgot about that. Is the air quality? I know you're asking because you asked that before. I said that I had a cold sort of thing. The air quality is not great. I live in a city, and this is like quite a cramped room. It's probably not great airflow. Actually, I could open the window. That might help a little bit. Good shout, Salty. I'll do that after this pick. I'm between the 4/2 or the 6/3. I kind of like the 6/3 more. We don't have many goblins. Lich's Crest is really good too. This is a great pack. You'd wish you could just take this pack. Another Planeswalker. The triple Planeswalker draft. This one actually good on his own as well. But not really worth splashing for. I'm not sure I want the Vampire. Havoc Devils seems fine. Ghost Strike could be alright. I'm gonna rare draft, I think. You can't not. Another Brawl Bash, sure. Another Inferno Hellion. Yeah, okay. We're never gonna get milled out. Another Viashino, that seems good. Should be able to go, you know, decently fast with this deck. Infectious Horror, Tormenting Void. I'll try the Infectious Horror, I guess. Trumpet Blast, don't think we're going to play it. Two-headed zombie. We're still not gaining life, so the Epicure of Blood just seems worse. Hostile Minotaur or Duress. We don't have sideboards in this format, do we? I don't think we have sideboards in this format. Not a competitive draft. Is getting more than 2 Planeswalkers rare? In a real draft, it definitely would be. Magic the Gathering Arena is a little different. Just because, you know, these are mythic rares. And most people really like Planeswalkers, so if you sat down and did an actual draft, someone like, the fact that you got past 3 Planeswalkers, I guess we opened one in our first, like we were first pick for it. But people passing Planeswalkers is pretty unheard of in the real world, especially because Planeswalkers tend to have a monetary value as well. They also tend to be just really strong. In this set, the Planeswalkers actually aren't as strong. I mean, we had the option to take a Liliana, who only really interacts with zombies. Sarkhan only really interacts with dragons. Those are synergies you're unlikely to get in a draft. I'll take the Stitcher Supply. I was going to take the Sovereign's Bite, but I don't rate it that highly, I don't think. I think earlier I was saying it's not terrible, and now I'm like, I don't rate it. I'm going to open the window. Give me a second. Yeah, hopefully this should get a bit more air in the room. Should be nice. So, deck building tips for your draft. Obviously, step 1, just get rid of every card that's not in the colours that you're going to be playing. There's no point in leaving them in there. Knight's Pledge as well. I'm coming from Hearthstone with no experience in Magic. No problem, friend. I've played a lot of Hearthstone. Used to be a big Hearthstone streamer before. So, you know, feel free to ask away, literally anything. I'm going to try and explain as much as I can, just naturally, within the limits of what my voice will allow. But if you have any more specific questions, please do just, you know, fire them off. I'm more than happy to answer solely. Alright, so Stitcher's Supplier really doesn't work with the kind of deck that we're making right now. So that's a pretty easy cut. Sure Strike. Yeah, I don't hate any of these cards just yet. That's why I haven't taken them out. We definitely don't need 3 Trumpet Blasts. 1 might even be more than enough. I don't think we need a Bog Stomper either. So we curve out at 5, which is, it feels like a pretty nice place to be for how aggressive our deck is. The problem is Open the Graves could be like just a do nothing card. So maybe we'll come back to that after a couple games and see if we want to maybe take that out. Let's have a look at our curve. So I'm liking the number of 2-drops that we've got. I think we've got too many 4-drops. That's for definite. Let's have a look at that. As I say, I don't like the Hostile Minotaur that much. I'm not sure about Inferno Hellion. It seems like it would do, you know, quite a good amount of damage. Gleaming off from what I've seen, 2 colors with the neutral cards is the norm. So I'm a little curious what you mean by neutral cards. So like, for example, do you mean stuff like Marauder's Axe and Field Creeper because they don't have a color? Because that is like obviously probably the closest analog to sorry, let me just turn my phone notifications off. I don't want that getting in the way of the stream. These are sort of like the closest to Hearthstone's idea of neutral cards. Yeah, I did get those words right. Because in Magic there are no sort of classes, everything's in colors, and these are cards that could be played by any color of mana. So if you want to call these neutral, yeah. 2 colors with neutral cards is pretty much the norm for a draft, yeah. In Guild of Ravnica, that's the latest set. So these white ones, that's white mana, so that is a color of mana. So these are white cards. You need white mana to play them. You need plains. But these sort of silvery grey ones here, these are, well, they're both artifacts. But colorless is a more broad term for things that don't have a color. So yeah, any deck could play these. 2 colors is pretty much the norm. Guilds of Ravnica, the latest set, is all built on these 2 color guilds. So like, for example, the Dimir is the blue-black guild in that world. But the thing is, a lot of the guilds work quite well together. So Dimir is the blue-black guild, and Golgari is the black-green guild. Both of those guilds have mechanics that interact well with the graveyard. So actually putting them together and having a blue, black, green deck can be quite good, especially because there's a lot of dual lands in that set. So dual land is a land like this that taps for 2 colors of mana. This one taps for black or red, but say there's like a Dimir guild gate in that set, which is taps for blue and black, and there's a Golgari guild gate which taps for black and green. So because they both tap for black, but they also tap for another color, you know, blue, black, green is a very easy set of colors to assemble. So sometimes, especially in those sets, you'll find people build 3 color or even sometimes 4 color decks quite a lot. 5 color decks are much rarer, especially for a draft, but it can happen. You know, Khans of Tarkir was a set, you know, when I got back into Magic. It had a load of 3 color tribes, and it had lands that tapped for 3 colors. So it was very easy to build a deck with all 5 colors in, if you had good enough cards. So how many 4-drops did we take out? We only took out 2, I think. I'm not sure about the Infectious Horror, and I think I'll cut a 2-headed zombie. I also think I actually want to cut a land, so I'm just going to take out a mountain. I think we only want 16 lands, because we top out at 5, so we really don't want to be drawing too many lands. But we got this Tormenting Voice to help smooth out our draws. I'm not sure if I'm sold on the Field Creeper. I think we do need a good number of 2-drops. I'm gonna cut the Field Creeper. You know, we're very rarely going to be mana screwed. Does Catalyst Elemental help us do anything? I don't think so. Catalyst Elemental, get out of here. So we've just got 1 more cut to make. The thing with Sarkhan, he's not doing much for us. He helps us to cast dragons, and we have 0 dragons. But he also he helps to smooth out the draws. And his ultimate is quite threatening. Sometimes you just play a Sarkhan and your opponent's like, I can't kill him in 4 turns. And then you get to make 4 dragons, and that's pretty good. So for the last card that will cut, I think. We'll go down to just 1 Inferno Hellion, because I'm not sold on it. Going down to just 1 Brawl Bash Ogre might be a good plan too. Let's put the Ogre there as our image. And we'll call it, you know what, Salty, you've been active in chat. So we'll call it our deck Salty Red. In the hopes that it'll make our opponents as salty as your name. Yeah, God, streaming takes so much out of your throat. Maybe it's because I talk too much on stream. I've been watching some other streamers and they stay a lot more quiet. Maybe I've got something to learn there. Maybe I'm talking too much. You tell me. So cool, I'm red. Yeah, you're red and black. So the biggest problem with this hand is that it does nothing until turn 4, and it technically, like, I don't have 4 lands, so there's not even a guarantee I'll actually be able to play these. I want something a little bit faster. Our deck's built to be a bit faster, and we definitely got it here. This is pretty great. I don't want the Brawl Bash. Oh, accidentally clicked off my stream. Clicked off my game and onto my stream, I should say. So next turn, assuming that they do nothing. That's a pretty safe assumption, I feel. I'm gonna hit them for 4. Vishino Pyromancer comes down, hits them for 2. And then I get to give this thing haste and hit them for another 2. Boom, we aggressive. Let's hope that we can keep up that pace. Some streamers usually use music to fill air, but that's up to you. Damn right it is. Do I want to play the Cinder? I kind of want to play the Gutter Snipe so I can get through for another 2 damage. I could do music. I've been thinking about it. I've actually been thinking. I've been listening to more classical music lately. So that could be something I could play on stream. Obviously, it doesn't interrupt. It's not going to get muted or anything like that. YouTube's not going to throw a hissy fit if I upload the VODs there. Oh, would you look at that? Well, that's annoying. One falls. Why would you have 1 falls in your deck? I guess we'll just throw down the Marauder's Axe because I want this thing online as soon as possible. No point in attacking with anything because it can just block with the Sai. And also, you know, everyone has different opinions on music. Some people just like a little lull every now and again. I get that. Sometimes it's nice, especially if you're the kind of person that likes to go to sleep watching streams. Those little lulls, that's the bit where you fall asleep. And I mean that in a genuinely positive way. The amount of times I've fallen asleep watching streams, and then like all of a sudden something exciting happens and I wake up, I'm like, I needed the lull. Alright, so we're gonna give this to the Gutter Snipe. And hopefully now it won't be blocked. There is a slight danger to this in that I really don't want my Gutter Snipe to die anyway. Oh, he's about to use a removal spell on it, I think. No. He's sacking the bookcase? Might he leaving the bookcase? Okay. Well, you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. Play another goblin. We'll play a goblin instigator, I should say. Can't count how many times I've fallen asleep to streams. Yeah, sometimes you just need a little bit of a lull in the volume. It can really help. So we're at a little bit of a crossroads here. See, like this 3-2 doesn't worry me that much. If the 3-2 blocks something that has the Marauder's Axe on it, it's going to die, and I'm fine with that trade. A 2-headed zombie. Yeah. Do I want this thing to attack this turn? As a 4-2, it can attack and force a trade with the Line Breaker. But for example, next turn I could attack with it and something suited up with the Marauder's Axe, and it would kill. Actually, I mean, if I suit this up with the Marauder's Axe, it would kill both. I'm gonna not attack. I really do want this Open the Graves online. Open the Graves feels like pretty good right now. Dwindled. Oh damn. Shock. Shock could be big. Yeah, I like shock. So shock can kill the line breaker. That's its most obvious application right now, I feel. But also if he tries to get tricky with his combat tricks, I'm fine trading those off. That's fine by me. You know what's up your sleeve, opponent? I'm asking. Dark Crown Stag. Not that scary. Field Creeper. Okay. Field Creeper, getting a token from it, that's petrifying. I don't like that at all. So we really want this land for the Open the Graves. Do we want a Tormenting Voice to Open the Graves? I don't think so. Only when it blocks does it get destroyed. No attackers, let's suit up. Our token. Just in case. I mean, another option is get a really wide board and a Trumpet Blast. You gotta tap this, right? Now I can kill the Starcrown Stag with the shock and my Goblin Instigator, but not just yet. Salvager of Secrets. He's gonna get his Mighty Leap back. Okay. But he doesn't have enough room to actually cast. He doesn't have enough mana to cast it, so that's something in our favor. Okay, there we go. There's the mana's not good enough. We need a black source. Sarkhan Fireblood. When this creature dies, draw a card. What would I want to put that on? Anything? Nothing? Alright, we might have to kill the Starcrown Stag this turn. Only we can't because we've allowed him to keep his Mighty Leap mana up. This one's gonna hurt a little bit. Sure Strike. Oh, I can't help but feel that we're handling this really badly. But he's just put up such a wall, especially Sai is probably the most annoying. We're gonna discard our Infernal Scarring, I think. Oh, I don't think we're doing too well. Our aggressive deck folded too early. I'm just not as good with this set. I don't think red black is meant to be a great archetype. I don't know. You got Sai, which is a pretty good card. You got the Starcrown Stag, which as I said is pretty great. Salvager of Secrets is solid. I don't rate Field Creeper that highly, but I'm gonna try and kill the Sarkhan. Okay. There's not much I can do to stop him. Sai attacking too. Bold. Let's see what happens. No blockers. Can we maybe get some kind of alpha strike out of nowhere to win here? Okay. My turn. Okay. So the Alpha Strike from nowhere. It's not looking like a reality right now. But you know, we're not dead yet. That's a pretty big deal. I can chip in for 2 with the Bloodletter. In fact, I can chip in for 4 with the Bloodletter. That's something. That's gonna get me a hell of a lot closer. Oh, but you can Mighty Leap that thing. Ah. I totally missed that. That was really dumb of me. But... no, that wasn't worth. Should have left enough mana. Like, I should have maybe waited a turn and then had the mana to hold up the shock if I need to. So this is a 3, 6, 7. So we're not dead on the board. So we're gonna go with it. Okay. Do we have any chance? No. But we're gonna go for an all-out attack anyway, just for fun. If we had a trumpet blast, would we even have a chance? Absolutely not. Okay, concede. Not happening in a million years. Okay, maybe next game we can do a bit better with that. It all went a little bit pear-shaped for us. Not what we want to see. 1, 0, hold on, 0, 1. It's not what we want. We want 1, 0, 10. Actually, that's I don't know. My webcam is mirrored, so that's zeros first because we read left to right. So that's what we're on. We're on 0, 1. We want to be on 1, 0. Okay. Fluff works out how mirrors work is basically the story of that one there. Okay, similar story. Look, we got the Goblin Motivator, turn 2 Viashino Pyromancer. Every single time we get it. Goblin Instigator is not as good, but does give us a turn 3 play, which is important right now. This isn't the same player, is it? If it is, he's suffering extreme deja vu right now. Alright, down to 16. We're getting there. I just don't know where there is right now. Don't play anything on turn 2 either. Come on, be a really, really slow deck. Blue-red. Essence Scatter. Well, that works. Next turn, we ideally want to go for the 2-headed zombie. He's got a blocker. We can't go for the 2-headed zombie. We can kill that with a Sure Strike, though. I think that's worthwhile doing. You know, if he doesn't block, if he suspects the trick, it's alright. We just play the Goblin Instigator instead. We got him for 2. Excellent. Versatility. That's the key. And the turn. Is he going for it? No. So any of our creatures do kill. Oh, but we can just play the 2-headed zombie. Yeah, alright, let's go. Get in for 4. Don't have an Essence Scatter. Doesn't have it. Don't have a Lightning Strike. Is that in this set? Yeah, I think it is. I think Lightning Strike's in this set. Don't have it. Electrify. Well, it's not as good of an answer. I just got another thing. I got like another pop. Is it from Twitch? What's going on? What's making noise? It's like a little alert thing, but I'm not getting any alerts. Okay, so at this point, what am I supposed to do? I think we just attack with the Viashino. If he chooses to block, we sure strike it. Oh, yes, okay. Excellent. Excellent! Alright, apparently curving out at 5 is something our deck has real difficulty doing. Should I bring my webcam down a bit? Maybe not. I don't know, I feel like you guys can't see how much like mana my opponent's got, and that's a little annoying. Like, anyone in chat have any opinions on that? Need to come down a little bit. But Brawl Bash Ogre. Don't need to sack stuff. Do him. To get in for the damage. See if my opponent does anything. Obviously, if they... Okay, they're anticipating. I mean... Like, if I were to kill this Goblin Instigator... No, I'd kill the token. Sack the token. So maybe next turn, I can sack the Goblin Instigator to the open the graves. It's all about getting through for that damage, I think, right now. Okay, we Sky March. Anticipating. Digging for a counter? Digging for a burn spell, maybe. See, just yeah, maybe that's a little better. Yeah, there. I kind of like that. And then we give this thing haste. Then we crash in for some damg. Sack the Instigator. Still sack the Instigator, yeah. They're on 2. 2's low. It's a low amount. We got a flyer. We got a menacer. We can do it. We can get there. I believe. I believe in miracles. Sift is a good card, actually. Like, I don't know. I'm never sure on blue in draft. I feel like you're digging, but what are you digging to sometimes, you know? Guy's trying to resummon his Arclight Phoenix. Doesn't work, because he doesn't have it in his deck. Because it's not from this set. Arclight Phoenix, if you don't know, it's a creature from the newest expansion, Guilds of Ravnica, that if it's in your graveyard, it comes back onto the field if you've cast 3 spells before combat on your turn. Okay. It's not a great hand. I'm gonna mull it. We want to go a little bit faster. This hand really needs to draw 2 lands to get going, and one of them has to be a mountain. My opponent goes first, we're on the draw, so I think it's acceptable. With our scry, Hopefully we can get there. That's definitely not a mountain though. But come on, we've got 2 draws. 2 draws and a scry. All you need, 2 draws and a scry. Not currently getting there. Oof, that's good. Ouch. Well, it's not great. You know, I'm getting hit for 3. It's not, you know, it's not the excellent. Oh. Oh, no, not like this. There we go. So our opponent appears to be not doing too great with the whole lands thing. These guys block excellently. They missed their 3rd land drop and they've got fewer cards in hand. We've got a chance. I'm not saying it's high, but it's a chance. I want to attack. Get that damage through. This might seem silly, because like it doesn't look like we can race them on the surface, right? I think we're going to Tormenting Voice our Sarkhan away. Honestly, I'm not impressed with the Sarkhan. I don't think he's doing anything good for us. Yeah, Tormenting Voice away the Sarkhan. Hope to pull another mountain. There we go, there's the other mountain. All attack. Hold up the short strike just in case. Look at this. We're doing it. How excellent would a trumpet blast be right now? Oh, 1-2. That's pretty strong. So it's just gaining a life. Gaining a life's pretty good against us. So like we have the Sure Strike. And if we don't need to use the Sure Strike, then we've got the Brawl Bash Ogre for next turn. We can even Sure Strike plus drop the axe, so it seems like a little bit of a no-brainer, but not much of one. Question is, do you want to kill the Hawk or do you want to save the Gutter Snipe? Obviously, I think you want to save the Gutter Snipe. It represents so much more potential damage. I mean, look at that. We got practically 7 damage if we can just draw that last land. They're on red. They get that life point. Oh, pretty bold. So we can go for the Brawl Bash, better blocker. Has Menace next turn and basically demands that he block with 2 of his creatures. Or we can Viashino and equip something up with the axe. I think we Brawl Bash. Although, you know, equipping something up with the axe. It's like, say I equip up the Goblin token with the axe, this Goblin has to block. Pretty much. That leaves these 2 to double block the Gutter Snipe. I get to kill the Falcon. I deal 2 damage to him. I'm down 2 bodies. He's down 2 bodies. I'm up an extra one with the Viashino. I think it's the Brawl Bash. Talking through that just doesn't sound as good as having a better blocker out there. This is a race we can very potentially win. We got 1 more mana than him. Our board's looking a lot better. I can't speak, you know, to his hand, but apparently it has a Revitalize in it. It's like not what I was expecting. One in the air. That feels aggressive. There's the mountain. 1, 2, 3 blockers. What do we do here? Can he kill the Brawl Bash? I think not. Wait, is there a potential lethal that I'm missing? If I swing with everything except the gutter snipe? No. No. I think he's gonna want to double block it. Yeah, double jump block that. Yeah. That's fine. Give me the Stonebreaker. Let's go. How much can you pump the Rustwing Falcon? I don't think it's enough. Commenting voice. Not gonna save you. 3 mana shouldn't be enough, I don't think. Extra man seems kind of superfluous right now. Do I want to ramp? Actually, hold on. If I make this, if I make the Rustwing Falcon unable to block, I get through for 10 guaranteed. Okay, yeah, alright. Well, this is not entirely true. You could have combat tricks that I'm not considering. But this seems pretty good, right? How did I get to 10? Oh, because I wasn't considering the weapon, actually. You're currently dead on board. So you're still currently dead on board. Hey, we did it. Excellent. Another thing, I want to, like, I'm always interested in the behind the scenes of streamers, right? Like, streamers, content creators, YouTubers, anyone that does any of this stuff where you only get to see... Strangely, I'm not as interested with, like, actors and other celebrities. But when you see, like, not a persona, but you only see them in one particular way, I'm always curious, like, what's going on behind the scenes of that. Streamers especially. Do you pee? Like, how often do you pee? Am I not watching enough streamers? It feels like I need to pee every half hour. And that feels unsustainable for a streamer. Am I just drinking more water than usual? Maybe. Why do the cards look so dark? We've got really good fixing with this hand. We don't do much, we're not very fast, but, you know, maybe we can get there. I think the thing is, when our deck runs hot, it runs very hot. But a lot of the time it's not running hot. That's the problem that we've got. That's some poetry for you. Okay, that guy is going to swing in pretty hard if I let him. So I think I'm going to play my own Viashino, offer up, like, if he attacks with this, I'll trade. If he has a Shore Strike or something, then I'm sad. Also gave me a chance to play that Cinder Baron. I just don't have it. Ah, dude. No. There's a lot of damage. He's red-blacking us better than I can red-black him. I think I gotta play out, like, my mana. The Brawl Bash Ogre just straight up blocks the Viashino and offers the trade with the Onaki Ogre. Which at this point I think I have to take. Yeah. What have you got to replace it? Life... Oh, two-headed zombie, not life-bane zombie. What an excellent blocker. for a two-headed zombie. Goblin Instigator. Excellent stuff. Maybe we can come back into this. I believe. Suit up an Inferno Hellion. Skymarch Bloodletter gets to like chip in. Nah, you're not getting my Skymarch. The Hellion can body you. Graveyard Marshal though. Where have you been for the last 4 games? Alright, we gotta keep being the control, not the beatdown. I don't know what card we're looking for to try and get us back into this game. Like what card in particular? We go for the attack. Yeah, I'll do it. Get bodied. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get shuffled back into my deck, but that's fine. That's okay. I don't need the damage, I need to not die. Until I can kill him. He ran hot, but I need to run hotter. Like one great thing would be to not have that, but... So a creature card from your graveyard, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token. He has 3 creatures in his graveyard. Chances are he's going to get to activate this 3 times. I gotta swing in. I've got to. If I'd have known I was going to draw Trumpet Blast, to be honest, I thought maybe I'd taken it out of the deck. I hadn't seen it that much. Maybe I'm making bad decisions on the account of the fact that I need to go to the bathroom. Let's blame it on that. Thought you only had... I really thought he only had 5 lands. That's quite scary. So he knows he's got... Oh! I was gonna say he knows he's got the Alpha Strike next turn, so I was expecting him to not bother. Got a shock or something to finish me off? No. I've got nothing. I've got actually like 7-9 points of damage, but it's not enough. I'm gonna concede and I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Oh, bathroom breaks are the worst. That's only 2 losses, right? Down but not yet out. I really need the 5 wins, man. I need the gems. I want to do the competitive draft. Need 3 more wins. It seems unlikely, right? But maybe with some better decision making. You know, I just went to the bathroom. I'm very refreshed. I think maybe I was making faulty decisions. Maybe not mulliganing hard enough. One thing definitely need to do is edit my deck a little bit. Mulligan this. Not enough lands. This is worse. This is worse. Mulligan. We'll keep it. Keep it. We got what a thing that we can do, which is something that our other hands didn't have. Tormenting Voice. I think I'm gonna wait on the Tormenting Voice. Get the damage from Gutter Snipe with it. It's looking like it could be a game where Gutter Snipe's important. That thing might kill our Gutter Snipe next turn though. We'll see. If it does, then you know he spent 4 mana to kill a Gutter Snipe. It is what it is. Like yeah, it's pretty good for him. But he didn't kill the Siegebreaker Giant. So at this point, Lava Axe just like it's not getting us anywhere. We're not going to be able to close out the game with Lava Axe if we don't, you know, play any other cards. We've got no real catch-up mechanics in the deck, so we need to just be doing better than our opponent. Ideally at like every possible stage. You know, currently, clearly we're not doing better than our opponent, I don't think. We've got 1 card in hand, they've got now 5. Herald of Faith is just better than what we offer. Arguable whether I should even be offering this trade. Because he gains 2 life. This is not a race that we can currently win. But with the Siegebreaker Giant, maybe things get a little bit different. We really need to be able to kill his Herald. Deal it, I suppose. I'm gonna hold on to the Cinder Barons for potential, I'm not going to attack here either, actually. Gotta hold off. Gotta hope that, you know, this deters him from attacking with the Herald. Gotta try an Alpha Strike, I guess. Monolith. Ooh. Well, you know, I'm gonna try it. I've got a feeling he's got like a Leap of Faith or something. Make a stand. Okay, sure. But you gotta try it. It's a very obvious bait. But you still gotta take it. Alright, let's think this one through. If I'm gonna hit him for 8, he'll go down to 11. Then he'll go back up to 13 when he attacks with this. Then maybe I can active treason for the win. This is assuming my Siegebreaker Giant doesn't die. Oh, that was a big satisfying hit. The Cinder Baron. We need him to not play too many blockers. 1 with the machine. He draws 3 cards, okay. He's got 5 mana. 4 cards. Also no counterspell. That would also be quite bad. I believe there is a 4 mana counterspell, but it only counters creatures. What's this? Revitalize? No, that puts a significant dent in the plan. We gotta go for it, right? We gotta go for it, right? Come on. Let's go. Damage. Shock. Let's go! We did it. Oh my god. From the deepest depths of despair comes the victory. That's excellent. That was a really surprising win. That's why you gotta love Magic, man. I'm not sure you can quite get that in Hearthstone. I didn't mean to press play, I meant to open the pack. But it's okay, we can do the pack later. The pack is a distraction. The pack distracts us from the winning that we need to do to get the gems. You buy dinner. What we need is wins. We can open the packs at the end as a treat. Treat to us, a treat to the viewers, treat to me. Keep. Okay, this is a good hand, I think. I like it. We've got a lot going on. I think I want to play the Goblin Instigator because it curves nicely into the Brawl Bash Ogre later on. Like, it has the synergy with the Brawl Bash, I should say. We would appreciate another land. Actually, another 2. Another 3 eventually. But, you know, if we just draw run a land, I don't think I'd be too upset. Well, there's the first part of that. Damage. Okay, we really should edit our deck though. That's something we absolutely need to do. There's the gutter snipe. Mentor of the Meek. And another Brawl Dash. So if I just send my gutter snipe in, there's a chance he'll go for the trade anyway. So maybe I should send in everything and use the Sure Strike. Yeah, okay. What does he know? He knows. Well, he doesn't know. Like, I think this is bad either way, unless he's really hoping to draw a card next turn. So he's playing a 3-color deck with so far just basics. So you gotta have some respect. What are you splashing for? Did you pick up one of the dragons, maybe? What's the Bant Dragon? That's the, it's the Arcades the Strategist, I believe? Snapping Drake. There's a Lava Axe, eh? Okay, so the problem here is that if I attack with everything, something dies. Like, one of my things doesn't get to live. Wow, with the Lava Axe in hand, I'm tempted to, like, go for maximum damage to his face. But at the same time, I'm nowhere near the mana to cast it. Still, I think we gotta try and go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Doesn't even attempt to kill the gutter snipe. I think we'd rather have his Drake dead. Gob's plan. Gob's plan. Down to 6. It's like Lava Axe does finish off the game if I can get that far. Vigilant Bailoff. Now there's a 1. We've got double Brawl Bash. If he was playing Revitalize or something, obviously that would be terrible for us. Luminous Bonds on the Brawl Bash. That's okay, that one can be sacrificed to the other Brawl Bash. Organ Form on the Mentor. That's almost enough. That shock almost like just kills. Which is quite surprising. Surprised he's not attacking with a Vigilant Baloth. He's got even bigger fish to fry. How dead is he? This requires 2 blockers. It's like, let's say these 2. He probably puts one on the Gutter Snipe. 3 gets through. Shock effectively does 4. He has no mana up. This has to be lethal. Yes, I'd like to sacrifice this Brawl Bash Ogre. No, that's illegal, because this thing has Menace. You can't do that! I was really worried for a second. I was like, he's figured it out. How's he done this? But no, that's not a thing that you can do, friend. Shock your face. Shock your face up. Excellent. So guys, we did it. 3 wins. 4 wins. That was the 4th win? That was the 4th win. Let's edit our deck, because that's something we seriously do need to be doing right now. We don't want Sarkhan in there. Sarkhan offers very little. 550 gold, let's go. Open the Graves hasn't paid off for us either. I kind of like Two-Headed Zombie has not made me sad whenever I played it. Catalyst Elemental is a consideration. We were often struggling for mana. Take out Sarkhan. Is there anything else that hasn't really been wetting our trumpet? Infernal Scarring? I don't know, I still hold out hope for Infernal Scarring a little bit, I think. Open the Graves. I don't know, I'm not convinced. Good at turning our things that we sacrifice into zombies, but we've not once cast it. It seems like it's been too late. MTG, Magic the Gathering Arena does seem to have a similar sort of memory leak issue to Magic the Gathering Online, Mordor, Mythical, Magic the Gathering with Magic the Gathering. I forgot what Mordor stands for. Magic Online with digital elements, digital objects, I believe. I'm excited by the idea of tectonic rifting in this game. What is this? A 1-drop blocker? That's not fair. That trades. It even has flying, so tectonic rift doesn't even help. Purely you block. There we go. I'm not happy about it. I think it had to be done. Raw Zax, eh? Ooh, that's a good one. But the Snipe gets in for 2. We got 3 instant sorceries in hand. That's like 6 damage right there. I'm gonna get rid of the Olga. Is that wise? Hopefully we'll pick up something just as good in its place. No, just more lands. Could take them off black next turn. That's a thing. Suit up your pony. Valiant Knight. Okay. Lava axe. I mean, you gotta do it, right? Gotta eat up your own mana. 7 damage to him. Look at him there. Tectonic Rift does stop his Valiant Knight from blocking. That gains you health. I dislike this fact. And Gutter Snipe is dead and gone. That's a lot of our potential damage gone then. Only attacking with the 3/4, okay. Too many lands. Oh, there's not much I can really do. He doesn't have a boy big enough to steal. He's gaining 1 life per turn. A dislike. It's be the end of the road. Knightly Valor. Well, that's a slightly bigger boy. No blocks. I can't even cast it. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. It's just dead. Not good enough. Damn. We didn't get there. That's okay. We'll get them on the next one. You know, whatever that is. We got some packs to open. We got some prizes to claim. 50 gems away from being able to draft competitively. Like this if you cry every time. We'll start with the Core Set 2019 pack because I think that's a little bit less exciting for my liking. Open it up. Bone Dragon. Gave us a pretty impressive noise. For not quite as impressive a card. It's a mythic rare. That's nice. 5 mana flying 5/4. It has an ability 5 mana. Exile 7 other cards from your graveyard. Return Bone Dragon from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It's just a recurring threat, but black probably has better stuff to be doing. Like the big demon that I can't Mind Flayer? I can't remember what's it called. Not Mind Flayer. The Abyss demon thing. Anyway, Guilds of Ravnica. I'm gonna open one in this pack just to, you know, show me what I meant. We got a rare wild card, excellent. Uncommon wild card, always nice. Temple Garden, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So that was our little pack opening. I'm going to reply to a WhatsApp message and decide what I'm going to do from there. I think, guys, it might be the case that we might call it a day on this one. Doing my first stream back in a while. To be honest, I've still got a little bit of that illness. I need to stock up a bit more gold so we can do some more drafts or something in MTG. I'll be streaming. Basically, the plan is to stream whenever I feel like playing a game. Especially I've been playing a bit of League of Legends with my friends lately, and it's not that like I'm going to be a League of Legends streamer or anything like that, but you know, like we have a good time when we play as friends, and I think it can be quite entertaining. I just don't know how okay they are with like sort of being on stream and stuff, especially because, you know, you don't want to accidentally like give out your information online or anything. Like, not that anyone would really come after us, but you know, we do have lives to consider. And, you know, obviously I'm cool with putting my own information to a certain extent out there, but asking other people to do the same just for the sake of, you know, being able to stream playing a game with them. But you know, I think it's fun to I think it's fun to play with friends. Get some other people talking too. Have someone to bounce off. It just feels like a way funnier time. Feels like something you guys might enjoy a little bit. But you know, today's been a good getting back into the swing of the streaming thing. I had a little bit of a thought earlier while I was out getting some water, like streaming in a dedicated way where I choose to just sit down for a few hours and just stream. It's still really hard for me to mentally do. Largely, it just feels like not the most productive thing I could be doing for growth, even on Twitch. That sounds crazy, but streaming feels less productive on Twitch than going to someone else's channel, watching their channel, getting involved with like a larger community. Because you know, when you form friendships that way, it can be super useful in your Twitch career, especially when you're like starting from nothing. I don't know, my way of getting viewers with Hearthstone was you know, I had the method, which was basically just to play a deck that looked interesting to me, that was featured on HS Top Decks, and then I'd get featured on their webpage. And you know, if I'm going to go back to the drawing board with streaming and variety streaming perhaps, and considering streaming some other things, then I gotta consider how I'm going to drum up publicity for that. Going from a Twitch channel that has, I think I have 170 followers, which like I am so grateful for every single one of those followers. Don't get me wrong, even in the slightest. But it's a low number when you wanna, you know, when you want to dot around games in a way that I just want to stream for fun. And as I say, I'm totally cool with that. But it makes it difficult to 158 followers. I don't know where I got 170 from. Maybe I had that at one point. Maybe some people maybe some people unfollowed. I wouldn't blame them. I haven't been streaming for so long. But yeah, I want to stream for fun. I want to stream whenever I want to play video games, and I want that enthusiasm and that enjoyment to come through. I don't want to force myself to sit here for 5-6 hours, because I wouldn't enjoy that. I wouldn't. I mean, like sometimes I do play games for that long, and if I do, I guess I will stream it. But it's very easy to get into this mindset of if you're not streaming for 6 hours, there's no point in streaming. And I don't want to be in that position, because I don't think it's worth it for me. But anyway, that was a little bit of a chat about streaming and the art of it, especially when you're a fledgling streamer. I suppose we'll find someone to host, just for the hell of it. I'm not sure I'll be able to stick around. I don't know, I might go edit the video or something. Try and feel a little bit productive. Try and feel like I'm getting somewhere, that I'm growing. I just need to keep making content, improving it, and having fun with it. Having fun is the main thing, I think. I often get really wrapped up in the idea of like, oh, is what I'm doing going to be popular? Is it going to pull in the viewers? Is it going to be marketable? But at the end of the day, like, if you're having fun with it, if it's your creative outlet, that's what really counts, right? Who do I want to? Why is every like Hearthstone pro today streaming? Even Amaz, Hearthstone player, streaming. We got Amaz, Jeff Hoogland, Jim Davis. I might be going past some people that I'm just not that aware of. There's certainly some people with quite a few viewers. I just don't know them that well. Anyway, let's find someone that seems fun. Okay. Kat Nabis, her stream's entitled Rainy Day Arena Dailies Unconstructed. And I like rainy days, you know? It's not a rainy day where I am right now. Actually, it's surprisingly nice. It was horrible. Just got back from Dublin. We spent the weekend in Dublin, which was really fun. But the weather over there was it was terrible. The weather over in Ireland was pretty bad. And I came back to Sheffield this morning. It's actually very nice here. Only now it's dark already. But anyway, I like rainy days, and she's doing a rainy day stream. So I'm going to host Kat Nabis. I also like it sounds a little Western. Kat Nabis. Kat Nabbit. Dag Kat Nabis. What am I doing? I don't know. Enjoy Kat Nabis' channel. I'm going to give her a host. I've never checked out her stream before. Hopefully she's enjoyable. Thanks for spending the time that you have with me today. It's been lovely having you in chat. Have a great one. One thing I need to consider is getting new emotes. Temporis doesn't seem very relevant right now. Anyway, enjoy Kat Nabis' stream, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Have a good one, guys.